Hey FYE people, this is a short video designed to bring you up to speed on Microsoft PowerPoint for your CSC 050 exam. When you open PowerPoint, and PowerPoint is Microsoft's slide presentation tool, you'll see three main areas of the screen that you need to know about. Across the top, you have ribbons, just like you did in Microsoft Word. Many of them work pretty much the same as they did in Word. On the left-hand side, this will be the little small shots of the slides in the presentation. Right now there is only one of them. As you add slides, they will appear here. And then over here, this is a window that shows you the current slide that you're working on with notes. So I'm going to walk you through kind of creating a 3-slide presentation. The first thing that we want to do, we want to take a look at the Home ribbon. Much of this is like Microsoft Word. We have a clipboard, we have a font section, we have a paragraph section. The main one that you need to know about is the Slides section. Here we can click on the drop-down menu for a new slide, and it shows us the different types of slides that are available. A title slide, title and content, etc. So I'm going to add a new title-only slide, and then I'm going to add a to-content slide. You can see this would allow us to have a title up here, and then something in this box, and then something in this box. But let's say that I've done that, and I decide that this is not actually the slide that I want. What I really want here is just a blank slide. I can get that by clicking on the Layout button and selecting that. And you can see that has changed it. It is now just a blank slide. So that's the Home ribbon that you need to know about. The Insert ribbon allows you to insert things into your slides. It allows you to insert a picture. So I'm going to choose a koala. You can see my koala is a little bit too big, so I'm going to grab the corner here and drag it down to a more appropriate size. It allows you to insert clip art. You could search for an arrow if we wanted one in here. I really don't, so I'm going to close that, but that's how you would do it. This will allow you to insert tables and charts, allows you to insert shapes. There's quite a bit that you can do here. So that is the Insert ribbon. One thing that you do need to know about, I guess, is the Hyperlink button. This can be used to create a link, and I'm going to let's set this so that if we click on our koala bear, we go to cnn.com. And I'll show you how all this plays out in the slide presentation a little bit later. Here, I'm going to put in some text for us to work about. And you can see I've got just a title here, nothing down here. I could change the layout so that I have a text box there. The other thing I could do is to use this Insert ribbon to click Text Box, and I will now create a text box. And I'm going to make this a bulleted list. You should remember how to do that from Word. So koalas are cute, they are cuddly, and they are bears. So there we have a basic bullet pointed list, and then this one we're just going to put, I'm going to again insert a text box. We're just going to call this Slide 3. So that's how you add text and images and other sorts of things into a presentation. You might notice here that my presentation looks pretty boring. It's all solid white. Now I could go in and I could add a background to it and do all this kind of stuff one thing at a time. The other thing that I could do is go to the Design ribbon here and choose kind of a pre-formatted theme for my koala presentation. Since koalas eat plants, I'm going to use that nice green one. You can see now it's a little bit out of order, so I'm going to have to change things here. But I'm going to give this a title. It's going to be Koala Presentation. Brilliant, right? And I'm going to put my name on it. And you can see that this has now formatted each of my slides. And in a couple of cases, it's kind of messed things up a little bit. So when you change the format or the design, you may need to go back through and make sure that everything is set up correctly. because it does mess with the format just a little bit. The transitions window, or the transitions ribbon, allows you to apply certain effects to how the slide presentation moves. So right now, if I click, when I go into my slide presentation, if I click, it's just going to pop up the next slide. I can also set it so that it would fade in like that, or I could set it so that it does that number. I'm going to keep that one. I kind of like that. And I can set over here, I can add a sound to it if I wanted to. Let's do this one. And I can change the length of the fade in. I can also set it to go either on the mouse click or on a particular time. So if I wanted, if I were doing a photo presentation, I might set this so that every 15 seconds it slides a new photo on. So that is the transitions tool. The animations tool allows you to change how the bullet points are displayed. So you know as well as I do, if I were to do this presentation, if I put this up there, everyone's going to immediately see that I think koalas are cute, cuddly, and bears. But what if I don't want them to see all of those things all at once? I might highlight the first bullet point and I can select how it appears as it shows on the screen. I'm going to select fly in. That's my first one. You can see it added the one. But now I'm going to select this one. That's my second one. Now I'm going to select the third one, and let's have that one float in. Because, the first two started with C and that one starts with B. So we want something to indicate that it's different. That's a way of showing the bullet points in a more interesting way that doesn't reveal everything you're going to say before you get a chance to say it. So what does that look like? To see that, we need to go to the Slideshow ribbon. I can view the slideshow either from the current slide or from the beginning. I'm going to do the beginning. And you can see here, we've now got my picture of a koala. I've got my title and my name on it. If I left click with the mouse, you heard the sound, I hope, and you saw how that faded in. And you also notice my bullet points are not here. So when I click again, they're cute, they're cuddly, and they are bears. You can see how that kind of floats in. And then if I click next, it takes me to my final slide. And then I click once more, it's over, I click again, and now I have exited. So that is the Slideshow ribbon. The review ribbon allows you to make comments, it allows you to check your spelling. Finally, the view ribbon. This is what is called normal view, where you've got your ribbons at the top, you've got the slide you're currently editing, and then you've got your slides here on the left-hand side. You can also select the slide sorter, which allows you to move slides around. You can select the notes page, which shows one slide at a time, and it shows you any notes that you may have added using the notes feature. There's some other things you can do there. Final thing you need to know is how to print a slideshow. If you come over here to File and select Print, you can see this is going to print all of the slides. It's going to show one slide on a page and it's going to print one-sided. It's kind of a waste of paper. If I select Print 9 slides on a page, well, you can see how it would do. I don't have 9 slides, so it shows only the 3 of them. And I can select Print on both sides of the page if my printer is set up to do that. So that's really about all you need to know about Microsoft PowerPoint for your CSCO 5.0 exam. I'm going to give you an assignment here in a few minutes that will allow you a chance to practice that.